see if this helps here. What's up, Wheelchair Gamer? How's it going? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. The stream's running great here on Twitch, but for some reason, we are having some issues over on YouTube. So give me just a second. Bear with me, guys. Let's see if this works. All right, so where did we leave off? We had the I had Jacob Fatu beating LA Knight. We got that one right. El Grande Americano, I had Ray winning that match. Obviously, Ray got hurt. So it looks like they're going to keep that. Why is... I'm going to restart the computer. We'll see if that helps. I don't know what the hell's going on. Alright, so does that mean we are back live? Let's see. Okay, everything seems to be running fine now on YouTube, so I apologize if you're watching on YouTube. Sorry for that being as screwed up as it was, but everything seems to be working good. Everybody on Twitch, I apologize as well. It's just kind of the day that it's been today, so appreciate everybody being patient. We should be good to go. But what did everybody think? What did you guys think of night number 1? Are you happy? And hey, look at that. Jey Uso wins the world title here as well. That one got an amazing. All right, match number 2. We probably didn't have entrances on this. Oh, well. Because for some reason, the entrances are not defaulting. Damn. We should be good now. I think we are finally good. So, let's see. So for tonight, let's tally this up real quick. Jey. New Day. So out of the 7 matches, I had 4 correct, 3 wrong. But I kind of think that the El Grande Americano, that one, it's almost kind of that would almost be more of a draw than a loss because technically Ray was not in that one. And who knows what the original plan was going into that one. But and then for tomorrow, night 2. All right, so for night number 2, I have Rhea in the prediction video winning. I don't think it's going to be Bianca. I think the fact that we had Tiffany retain, I don't think we're going to have Io retain, so I'm going to stick with Rhea. I'm going to stick with Rhea walking out. I had Liv and Raquel retaining against Lyra and Bayley, but now that Bayley's out, and there is a very good chance that it's going to be Becky Lynch teaming with her fellow countrywoman Lyra. In that instance, which again, based on the predictions that I made a few days ago, I didn't see that there was a scenario where Lyra and Bayley would walk out with the win. But I think you plug Becky in there, I think Becky and Lyra do win that one. I had AJ winning over Logan. I've got Dirty Dom walking out, the new Intercontinental Champion. That one didn't play out the same. I think Dom just makes too much sense in that scenario. I've got Damian Priest winning the Sin City Street Fight. I did not do a prediction on the Orton match because that wasn't fully clear the other day. I have not looked at any spoilers, so I don't know if they've announced who, or a spoiler has come out as to who is going to be taking on Orton. I haven't looked at any of that stuff. I've tried to stay away from it. Usually around WrestleMania, or if something drops the day of a big show, I try to stay away from it. That way, we just let the surprise play out. And then I've got John Cena walking out tomorrow night with championship number 17. I will say, for the most part, nothing crazy happened tonight. I'll kind of stick by what I said in the prediction video. Like, it doesn't, like, for whatever reason, I don't feel like I am like feeling it, that it's, really WrestleMania. For whatever reason. I think maybe a lot of it probably having to do with the fact that so much of the card didn't come together until the last week and a half, something like that. So for me, that kind of makes it hard. And we had so much time in between, setting everything up. And for whatever reason, they waited till the last minute for this match, even though we kind of knew that was kind of where they were headed. The New Day War Raiders match, kind of thrown together at the last minute. The Ray Chad Gable match, kind of thrown together at the last minute. AJ and Logan, 2 weeks maybe, leading into that one. The women's tag title match thrown together at the last minute. And I'm not saying that we needed to have 8 weeks of build for every single match on the card, but you kind of need, especially if, I don't know. For whatever reason, it's just, I'm just not feeling it this year. And some years it's like that. Some years you kind of look at the WrestleMania card going in and you're like, this may not be the best WrestleMania. And who knows what we're going to get tomorrow. Tomorrow, they may shock and surprise us. I was very vocal last year leading up to WrestleMania. I was not a fan of what they were doing with The Rock. I didn't think that and I had a kind of an interesting thought last night while I was watching SmackDown. And we've seen over the last couple of years, this will be a hot take for you guys. We've seen over the last couple of years, obviously, wrestlers have branched out into acting. That's not a new thing. Hogan did it back in the day. Roddy Piper did it back in the day. Even King Kong Bundy, Andre the Giant. Like, wrestlers would go out and take parts in movies. Some people, like Hogan, would turn it into a lot of acting, doing a lot of movies, a lot of shows, things like that. And then we had The Rock. And, Rock was kind of like a niche guy there for a little bit. And then it kind of felt like he kind of took a dip with the roles in the movies he was doing. Where it kind of felt like he was putting, it was the same character, the same movie over and over. And then he kind of went on a run where he did, he got paired up into the Fast and Furious series. And then eventually became one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, movie stars in Hollywood. We've seen Cena, which is hilarious to me, especially since the bulk of the reasoning behind the Rock and Cena feud was that Rock had abandoned WWE to go make movies, and then Cena kind of did the same thing. Not that, I don't care, but it's just funny that was your reasoning, and then you turn around and do the same thing. But, we did see Cena. He did one or two WWE movies, and then eventually branching out. Blockers, which I thought he was pretty funny in Blockers. He's done the Suicide Squad. He did. He's got that show that's on HBO. And he's done some other stuff too. But I kind of noticed something. I noticed it last year, and I guess I really couldn't put my finger on it until I watched what happened last night on SmackDown. But the guys that go off and basically pivot to a career in Hollywood. See? That's what should have happened. Naomi should have got the win tonight.
Here is your winner, Naomi.
I'll take Batista out of it because I don't think we've seen enough Batista in WWE since he has kind of become a full-time actor. But the two biggest ones probably right now, obviously Cena and The Rock. And so you've got these guys that go off to Hollywood. They are in like the top budget productions. And so you know that they're working with like big time directors, big time producers. More than likely they are working with acting coaches that are kind of, maybe not so much Rock now. And maybe not even Cena anymore for that matter. But you've got these guys that they've kind of pivoted, and their main job now is actor. And they come back to WWE, and they are the worst actors when it comes to delivering their promos. And I think that has a lot to do with the issues that I had last year with Rock coming in. Obviously, the way that all played out, in the end, it worked out great. I think that they were able to salvage it in the end. I thought a lot of the build-up just wasn't very good, and because of that, it was The Rock. He was the one that was kind of killing everything. Because number one, it didn't make any sense that Cody would just defer and just be like, yeah, it's cool, man. You can take my spot. Like that made no sense whatsoever. But I think a lot of it had to do with what killed it for me was you had Rock coming out every week, delivering these promos, kind of bouncing between face and heel, kind of, really just all over the place. And I think a lot of it had to do with his acting. And then Cena the same. Like, I'm all for Cena turning heel. I was never a Cena fan. I'm past the age demographic of somebody that would have been a John Cena fan. I know a lot of people were excited with him turning heel. It's something that, everybody's wanted for a long time. But his promos, to me, have not been good. Every time he's come out and he's cut whatever, like, it just hasn't been like, which again, here we go 2 years in a row. First, last year with The Rock, this year with Cena. You've got people that are in Hollywood and they're coming back, and it's not like Cena was ever like really a great promo. He was okay. Rock, though, was always great on the mic, and for whatever reason, and I think that has more to do with The Rock and wanting to, I don't know if it's like that Hollywood mentality, and a lot of these jack clowns have this mentality of like, they're so worried about like upsetting somebody that a lot of the decisions that they make pretty much upset everybody, or have, like, they don't want to offend anybody, but then they kind of like make certain moves that have the potential to offend everybody. So I don't know. And again, I talked about it in the prediction video. Like, the way that they played out the Cena heel turn, I don't like the way that they did it. I think I would have rather seen Cena I don't know why there's a challenge on there. I would have much rather seen Cena go into WrestleMania, comes up short. Then maybe he gets another opportunity, comes up short. And then we hit like SummerSlam. We get to SummerSlam. We get on the back half of the year. And then the reality of, oh shit, I can see December. It's right around the corner. And so Cena really starting to kind of like see how this thing is going to play out. Then maybe he starts kind of doing some, not necessarily full-fledged heel things, but maybe starts kind of doing a few things that would be questionable as the John Cena character. And then maybe he goes full heel on it. And in his mind, the justification isn't, because again, like the fact that, you know, let's go Cena sucks, like that's been a thing for so long. And then it's only now that he's going to come out and kind of cut a promo against it, yet at no point did he ever, like, it never bothered him. I don't know. Like, I just think there's a better way they could have done it. I've got no issue with him getting number 17. I don't think that it's a knock on Ric Flair's legacy. I think that, you know, Cena has been one of those guys, and he was the guy for a long time. And, again, while Cena's not ever been my cup of tea, I wasn't a child during Cena's run. So for me, like, that doesn't really do much for me. But that still doesn't mean that I don't think that he deserves number 17. And really, they could have did it years ago. Because, hell, when was his last? 2013, maybe? Flip that up. I'm going to say 2013. No, 2014. That's right. Daniel Bryan got hurt. Cena got the belt. Then Cena had that brutal, basically what ended up being the creation or the launch of Suplex City was that SummerSlam. And then the following month, they had a rematch here in Nashville. I was actually at that. Was it Night of Champions then, or was it Clash of Champions? I think it was Night of Champions. And they've switched it a couple times. But that SummerSlam match was brutal. So 2014 may be his last. LA Knight wins. Nope, he won one in 17. So he defeated AJ. So he defeated AJ. So was that the last title reign? Okay, it was. 2017. Royal Rumble beat AJ. But again, I also feel that they have not necessarily Money Mike, what's going on? How you doing tonight? But I definitely feel like the last couple of years when Cena has come back, I mean, he's been on a pretty lengthy losing streak, so. But I say all that to say, like, he's coming back for this last year. Put the belt on him one more time. While not my cup of tea, you know, I do think that he has been good for the sport. I think that there may be a few people that are no longer in WWE that may not feel the same way. Maybe they were kind of held back a little bit because of Cena, but ultimately I don't pin that on him. That would have been decisions that other people made, but I mean, we've known that other guys that have been in the Cena spot have had a little bit of sway with Vince, have had a little bit of maybe creative control, you could say, or, you know, where their opinion kind of had a little bit of, you know, carried a little bit of weight. But it looks like Rusev's on his way back. Maybe he's the one that will show up tomorrow to take on Randy Orton.
Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte.
I do want to welcome everybody in, whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube. Glad to have you here tonight. Don't be shy. Hop in the chat. Say hi. Let us know what you thought about night one of WrestleMania 41. What are you looking forward to for tomorrow night? We will do this again tomorrow night, hopefully minus all the technical issues we had on the YouTube side, not on the Twitch side. Everything was good on Twitch, but YouTube was just YouTube was not cooperating at the start of the stream here. But everything's working now, so really happy to have everybody here. We did have an episode of the Open Mic Universe premiere yesterday. If you missed it, it was Halloween Havoc. It was a hell of a show. Some big, some tricks, some treats, a few shocking moments. So be sure to check that out. I will put up a link on here in Twitch for you guys. We'll put it in the chat. There you go. You guys can check out the, if you're not already subscribed over there. Terry, what's going on? We don't need your negativity here today, man. Now, I've just been, I've been busy doing the videos over there. And I know we haven't been live. I apologize. We will, we're going to be better about it. That's why you've been quiet. And today's been a long-ass day. Like, I got up this morning. Took a some box springs to the dump. And then my wife took the two older kids to go strawberry picking. So I had the baby here with me, which she was actually really good. Slept most of the time, so it wasn't too bad. And then got out and knocked out the yard work, because tomorrow's probably going to be a day of a lot of Easter egg hunts in my backyard. So I wanted to get the grass cut, get everything trimmed up nice, so it's just been one of those days. But and I felt like I couldn't really sit down and relax and watch the show tonight. Tomorrow it'll be a little bit calmer. Hopefully. Either that or the whole house is going to be all jacked up on Cadbury eggs and jelly beans. But no, the series on YouTube's been doing great. Fortunately, I know it's kind of been a little bit neglectful over here on the Twitch side, but the series has been doing good. We've been gaining, you know, the views have been good. We've added, new subscribers and stuff, which is helpful over there. I was going to try to put another episode out on Monday, but we may wait till Tuesday. Unless I can get everything. I've got one more match I need to put together, but then do all of the voiceovers, so. But how have you been, Terry? Everything going good with you? What are you playing right now? Or here lately, I should say. playing Indiana Jones on PS5? Why are you playing it on PS5? Why not on Xbox? Better how? Better because of your preference for the PlayStation and the controller and all that? Graphics and controls. Well, I know you weren't a fan of it when you first played it on the Xbox, so I guess it's a good thing that you're playing it again, this time giving it another shot, this time on YouTube, or not on YouTube, on PlayStation. Tiffy might be in some trouble here.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE
This is what?
Champion,
JR, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing tonight? JR, were you able to make it to WrestleMania? I know I haven't talked to you in a little bit. All right, we'll do this last match of the night. Tonight, especially with all the technical issues, again, I apologize, guys. That is not cool. Hopefully, we'll get it. I know it'll be right tomorrow, but we'll kind of do a little bit of a deeper dive. Again, if you guys missed my WrestleMania 41 prediction video that came out a few days ago on YouTube, I called it. I called Rollins and Heyman. Now, I didn't have, obviously, the chair shots and the nut shots and everything else.
making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking
What, those of you that are watching WrestleMania tomorrow, what are your picks for tomorrow? Who do you guys think? How do you think tomorrow night is going to go? Guys, haven't been keeping up with the Open Mic Universe series. Roman Reigns, we have not seen him since Fall Brawl. After Jacob kind of turned on him, The Rock kind of ran him off. The Rock and Jimmy ran him off. And we would see Rock turn on Jimmy. The Rock now the High Chief of the new bloodline. He's got Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa with him now. We have not seen Solo Sikoa since before Fall Brawl. We haven't seen Roman since Fall Brawl. The longest entrance in the game. Just like we saw tonight, Paul Heyman will be accompanying CM Punk to the ring.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Punk did get his WrestleMania main event. Even though I personally thought it should have been Jay and Gunther in the main event. Or even the Charlotte-Tiffany match. Or if they would have moved the women's triple threat to tonight, I would have probably been, would have maybe liked to seen that a little more. But again, we've kind of come to expect that the last couple of years. Which last year would have been the first WrestleMania with the current World Championship. And so Rollins basically held it from winning it initially up until last year's WrestleMania. But remember, our Saturday main event last year was Roman and Rock versus Seth and Cody. So I guess while Seth didn't get the main event singles match, he did main event night number 1. And then the year before that, we saw, what was it? Saturday main event was the Usos and Kevin and Sammy. Year before that, Saturday main event was the KO Stone Cold brawl, street fight brawl. Out there doing some push-ups now. Before we get out of here tonight, I'll run through my Sunday picks one more time. Punk in to break up the count. I'm going to go based on the AI. We're probably going to get a Roman Reigns win, I would guess. We'll see. Spear from the head of the table, and then Rollins right there. Oh, not able to get him in a pedigree. I've watched most of the Hall of Fame. The only one I've got left is the Triple H portion at the end, which, from the looks of it, was a little lengthy. Kick out at 2. JR, are you still with us, or have you left? It's got to be getting close to when you head into work. I didn't know if you were still in here or not. You were on the Twitch side. That's where you were. Or YouTube side. My bad. I guess it has been a while, Terry. I'm like really off my game tonight. Technical issues. Curb stomp to CM Punk. Heyman can't believe it. Got it too. Punk looking for a weapon. He gets a baseball bat. Is he going to hit with it? Actually connects with both of them. Roman with the cover. Rollins covering Roman. Only gets a 2 there. Cover Punk. There you go. Just like what we got tonight in the main event of WrestleMania. Seth freaking Rollins is your winner. So obviously we didn't do the Gable match in this post show. But I think, let's see. Obviously we picked Jacob in the prediction video. And then that one was a count-out victory. I don't know why Wolfgang is in the corner of Eric and Ivar. I have no idea why Gunther is in the corner of the New Day. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. We did get a Jay victory here. Naomi, who should have won the match tonight. I think they made a mistake. He said, I think Naomi's been doing some pretty good stuff here lately. I think she would have made the most sense to win that one. Obviously, Jacob Fatu should have won that one. He did win it at the real WrestleMania. Charlotte we had predicted. But I don't have a problem with it. Again, I missed a good portion of that match. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. But I don't have a problem with them keeping the belt on Tiffany. I just thought for sure they were going to go Charlotte there. And then Rollins in the main event. Not to toot my own horn, but you go back and watch that prediction video. We did call Heyman siding with the architect, the visionary, the revolutionary. But, all right. Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be back. Tomorrow will be a much longer deep dive. Obviously, hopefully it will be without technical issues. Because that's no fun for anybody. Let's see who we can rate over here. Let's see who's on. There are only 344 viewers watching 2K25 right now. All right, so we're going to end it over on the YouTube side. You guys have a great Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody out there. We will be back tomorrow night, right after Night 2 ends. Hopefully it'll be a much smoother start to the stream on the YouTube side. Twitch, we were good. We had no issues on the Twitch side. But we had some issues on the YouTube side, so hopefully I've got that fixed and we're good to go. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll kind of. Oh, I got to do my picks for tomorrow. If you guys missed the video, check it out though. It's on YouTube. I had in the women's tag match, I had Liv and Raquel retaining. But now that Bayley's out of the mix and it's Lyra and Becky, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be Becky. I think Becky's going to be the one that steps in to team with Lyra. And I think if that's the case, then I think there's a very good possibility that Becky and Lyra win the tag titles, and then you can have either Raquel or Liv take the women's Intercontinental title off of Lyra at some point. Let's see what else we had. So I'll change my pick from what I put in the video just because we got some new information. I think that Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio, will walk out tomorrow night, the new Intercontinental Champion. Somehow, some way, Finn is going to get screwed over. Dominic's going to benefit from it, and he walks out Intercontinental Champion. I'm going to go with AJ over Logan, same as the video. Damian Priest over Drew, even though I think that's going to be a good match. Drew will still come out looking like $1 million afterwards, even in defeat, because again, he's just been on a roll here lately. Again, I haven't seen any spoilers for who might be coming in to take on Randy Orton. If it's I don't think it's going to be Malachi Black. I think he's going to debut next week on SmackDown. I don't think they would have him show up at WrestleMania. Possibly Rusev. Rusev would be a good guess, since he's apparently back. And in that instance, I mean, I just don't see, no matter who they put him in there with, I don't really see Orton not getting the win. But, so it could be Rusev. Could be someone like Sami Zayn. I don't know. I think he's been out, but not like with a legit injury. So I don't think that would prevent him from being a part of tomorrow, I guess. But maybe. I mean, maybe not. Or another one that would maybe possibly make some sense. But again, I don't know that they would do it, but they do have a partnership with TNA. This person is signed to TNA. They've just purchased AAA. This person is involved with AAA. And he has a history with Randy Orton. It could be our guy Nick, his favorite wrestler, Matt Riddle. I don't know that necessarily is a big-time match. Or even if they would want Riddle there, or I don't know. The safe bet, probably Sammy. And I said it a couple weeks ago that it would make sense if it is Sammy that you could have it where even though he and KO, you know, they're the best of friends, they're the worst of enemies, that kind of has gone back and forth for 25 years between those two. But maybe it's a case of him feeling like even though he's at odds with KO right now, they're still best friends, and he's, you know, coming to, I don't know, defend KO's honor. I don't know. That to me would make kind of more sense, but could potentially be Rusev or Matt Riddle. And then in the main event, I've got John Cena winning World Championship number 17. There's going to be some stuff that goes down at the end that we're not going to see coming as far as like specifics of what it's going to be. We had that last year with the Cody Roman match. I think we're going to get something similar tomorrow. And I talked about it in the video. I think that's not a bad thing for Cody. I think that this past year has not been great. And I don't put that on Cody in any way. I think that when you're in that spot, the run is really only as good as who you're in there with. And I don't know that creatively they've really done a very good job over the last year of really putting them in there with the right people. And I don't even know if it's really that the right people are even positioned for that spot right now. But I think you take the belts off Cody for a little bit. The thing that really helped boost him up to superstar status over these last few years is that pursuit, that chase. He goes from being the hunted to the hunter. And I think that is what made the audience kind of fall in love with him to begin with. And so, but now the difference is he's actually been to that mountaintop. And so it's a little bit of a different chase now because he's been there. And maybe the way the Cena stuff's kind of been playing out would have maybe been a little better if, like, you get it to where, and Cena kind of alluded to it in this promo last night about, the longer you hold it, the heavier it gets. That would have maybe been a little bit of a better way to kind of do that. But hell, I kind of think that Cody's delivered some of his best promos over the last couple weeks in the past year. Or maybe we get a swerve. We'll put this on tape now. Maybe we're going to get a swerve in The Rock. Cody's working with The Rock. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know that they would go in that direction. But Cena was my pick in the prediction video, and it's still going to be my pick tonight. So that's what we got for tomorrow. You guys on YouTube, join us tomorrow. We'll be live right after the main event between Cody and... Hold on. Let's let that spam go. Right after the Cody Cena match, we'll be live here on YouTube and on Twitch. We're going to stay on Twitch for just a minute. But you guys on YouTube, have a great Sunday. Happy Easter. Hopefully the Easter Bunny is good to you and you get some good stuff in your basket tomorrow morning.